I'm scared not to train. Let me put it that way. Like I'm scared to not train because it's so humbling. Like it's the most humbling thing I've ever done. And you have to really, it's more of this like mental zen that it puts you in, of where you have to be calm, but you can't be sleepy. And I mean, you have to be very alert, but your focus has to narrow. And it's this art of being under, as you sit there and are holding that weight, you know, on your hips and into your body, and you're starting to, you know, the weight of the bells is starting to crush your forearms, and you're having to like, you have to focus in and let everything else go and accept everything for as it just exactly what it is and no more. Yeah. I remember watching Sergey Merkelin, like, you know, the first time seeing him on the platform, and I was just like, this guy's made of ice. Like, he has absolute ice in his veins because nothing changed. Nothing changed from his first lift to his last. Like, he didn't even change his expression. I remember just thinking, this guy has to be a psycho. And then I met him, and like, he couldn't be sweeter. Like, he couldn't be a man. And what I came to realize is that he wasn't going to waste the energy to show emotion. And that's the discipline and control that he had over his mind. Yeah. And his first rep and his last rep are identical. Yeah. Which is unbelievable.
Because that's over the course of 10 minutes, and his pace is not slow.
No, he's what, 73 kilos? He's 78 or 73 kilos.
Yeah.
Something like that.
73, yeah.
Yeah, and he does 77 reps in 10 minutes, like clockwork, and I still think he'd pull it off to this day.
Right.
Yeah. And it's, you know, and so it's crazy. Like, it's nuts to see that a guy that has literally harnessed his mind, like, to just to that singular task. Yeah. And it truly is. It's the thing that always draws me back to specifically sport. Yeah. Yeah. That it's like, we're going to really find out what now looked like. The truth of right now is, you know, and just that ability to, it teaches you to stay calm. Yeah. I mean, it does, it forces it, or you don't learn.
Yeah. Or you don't learn, and you quit, and then you don't learn. But right. Yeah. You set the bell down, and then you don't learn. Yes. Yeah. So obviously 2008, now it's already 2021. It's crazy. Talk me through some notable snapshots of competing around 2008, right? We both established that we suck at remembering the exact dates. Right. And then snapshot, like, some of the adjustments, some of the changes. And also I'd be curious if you're lifting, if you're doing any weightlifting stuff, any competition or any training, and if there's some snapshots of that along the way too. And then even just like adjustments in training or whatever. And I know, obviously, I'm unfortunately laying out something that could probably be talked about for hours, if not days, but like just some notable snapshots.
So back in like 07, 08, it was 08. So 08, now I'm taking up. So back in 08, I met with Steve Cotter, went out to San Diego and spent a week with him. So I looked around, and so that's how I first got certified and introduced to kettlebells. And he's like, hey, you're doing great. We're going to hold an IKFF Nationals in, I think it was November that year. And it actually, So anyways, I train, I get ready for that. And in that one, I set an American record at the time with the 24s. I think I did 92 reps. Oh. So I got my CMS. So I was super stoked and thought I was awesome. The most notable thing, like one of the things that really made me fall in love with the sport, and with that meet was, do you remember Sean Armistead?
Yeah.
Armistead? Okay. So I've never done a meet, right? Like I met with Steve and then I trained, for months on my back porch, like with 2 bells, like just getting ready, putting together things I thought would work, right?
Yeah.
And so Sean is on the platform next to me. And like, I might have put some chalk on my hands maybe. And Sean's like, hey, do you have a belt? And I'm like, no, I don't got a belt. He's like, let me go find you one. I mean, he's getting ready. Like, he's getting ready. And then he's like, all right, hey, use this. I want you to spray a little bottle, like take the spray bottle, spray your shirt a little bit, put a little chalk on there. It's gonna help it stick better. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then literally like 10, 9, and he's like, good luck, man. And he's like right on the platform next to me, And I'm like, how awesome.
Yeah.
Like this guy, like he should be like getting himself mentally prepared. And but he looks over at me and he's like,
I'm gonna help
this kid
you out.
has no clue. Like, let me help you out. And, I'm forever thankful for that, because that introduction has almost always been my experience with kettlebell sport.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is the number one thing, is that it's like Sean had done it before, so he knew what was coming. And he was going to help me, And so I'm forever thankful to him and his introduction.